3. Joe, I apologize. I did not give you a heads up that this was happening. It just struck me that I hadn't done a live stream. I knew I hadn't done yesterday, so I told myself I would do one today, and I didn't. I got in. Um, it was slow. It's very cold. Not a lot of people, and I decided that it was time to tackle the hold list, the new hold list system that we got, to really make it work, to really lock people's stuff down, to delete some emails that have been sitting in my inbox since August of people talking about which series they're subscribed to or want to add or stuff like that, and to go and do that. So I spent a lot of today doing it, and then little by little in the afternoon, it got busier and busier. I got people coming in for gifts, coming in for this, coming in for that, and I was like, and then I'm thinking, Sarah has to go pick up Lila from play practice, so I have to get my own way home. I'm going to probably have to get a lift since I don't see anyone coming right now. It's pretty freaking cold. It's really not even that cold. But hey, Joe, you made it without me telling you. I apologize right at the beginning for not letting you know in advance, because whatever, it's a mess. I was like, I have to do live stream. And I didn't do yesterday, so I have to show off the new books. Now there's one thing that I'm talking about with people about the new books, so I'm going to get there in 1 second. But we got new issue of Transformers, new Supergirl, new Street Sharks, Punisher, Marvel Knights, Magic the Gathering, Infernal Hulk #2, Batman, Gotham by Gaslight, Assorted Crisis Event 7, Amazing Spider-Man 17, Nova Centurion 2, The Jungle 2, great series, Crownsville 2. Then we have Ultimate Black Panther, Ultimate Spider-Man, and Ultimate Wolverine. Last issue of Ultimate Wolverine. Hey, new phone. Very nice. Second to last issue of Ultimate Spider-Man. Quite a while until the last Ultimate Black Panther. We have the third print of Deadpool Batman. We have a really cool Fantastic Four 3D thing. This is if you don't know issue 51 of the Fantastic Four, I think it's really interesting they made this 3D. Issue 51 of Fantastic Four takes place right after the 3-part Galactus storyline. The 3-part Galactus storyline is a big triumph, and it literally ends with Alicia Masters, who kind of convinced the Silver Surfer that people are good, walks off with the Silver Surfer, and everyone else leaves, and Ben is all alone. Doesn't anyone care about Ben? And 51 is the most classic Ben Grimm hates himself, he doesn't understand how anyone could ever love him comic, but it also features loads of Kirby designs and stuff in the background. So making this 3D is a really cool move, and I think it's a really good book. The Darkness is back. There's a new Darkness. Silvestri's writing it. Ed Benes is drawing it. That's the Darkness team, and they're doing New Darkness. Ninja Turtles 13, the great Gene Yang, Freddie Williams II, who did three Batman Ninja Turtles crossovers, I think, take over as the ongoing team in the current continuity. And there are blind bags. You could get all sorts of variants in these blind bags. They are the same price, though, as the regular book. New issue of Mad. I was going over this with a customer, and there's actually 3 original things in here, which is big for Mad Magazine. Mad Magazine nowadays is mostly reprints. It still is mostly reprints, but there are 3 new stories in it. That's it's pretty incredible. Oh yeah, 90s, right? Well, maybe not. 3D, I guess, is a little 90s. Darkness, Turtles. But now we'll get to this in a second. There's a DC KO, Wonder Woman vs. Lobo. Again, I got a bundle of it. I got a bundle because one of my favorite Wonder Woman people, the great Joelle Jones, whose few takes on Wonder Woman, mostly when she draws it, are writing it. She's a big Lobo fan also, so I thought this would be fun. Now let's talk about this the elephant in the room. Absolute Batman 15. Absolute Batman 15 is insane. Very similar to the Absolute Batman Annual. This book exploded at rates that stores just couldn't keep up with. But here's the problem. It doesn't make any sense. Okay? Absolute Batman Annual was Daniel Warren Johnson and James Harren doing a one-off story set in a world that was already the most popular Batman series coming out. I ordered tons extra. We had it for like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a week and a half before we sold out of it. That's perfectly fine with me with Absolute Batman. But I had thought I'd ordered enough for us to have it for like 3 weeks. So for Absolute Batman 15, Demon Joker, right? I ordered double what I usually order of Absolute Batman. And last night and today, I'm being told by people I can't find this comic anywhere. No one has this comic. So I'm going to do a brief rant. I got to go, but I want to do a brief rant here and say that is the biggest issue facing comics right now. We say, everyone says comic shops are getting new readers, all these new readers. No, we are getting new readers. Definitely. But shops are making money on single issues, not off of new readers. They are not making their money for single issues off of new readers. They are making their money. They're making their bones on new single issues because of collectors. Because I promise you that multiple stores on this goddamn island that I live on got crazy amounts of Absolute Batman 15. Crazy amounts. Midtown. You can go online right now and still get it from Midtown. Midtown, of course, usually gets crazy amounts of major books. They still have it, but they let people buy multiple copies. They let people come into the shop and buy 3 copies of each cover, whatever it was, because they had so many, and by today they're gone. Look at this. I put this up yesterday before we opened. So pre-orders, some customers ordered all the covers, some customers ordered specific variants, they got the duplicates. Sometimes someone ordered a variant or ordered the A cover and wanted a variant who has a hold list, is in good standing, comes right, I let them take an extra. Sometimes someone came in who was like, I'm getting this for a friend, and there's someone either I know or I trust, I let them get it. But we still have copies because we did one for a customer. That's how you get new readers into comics. If you let collectors buy up tons of multiples of every hot new thing that comes out, a couple of days later, the new readers who are not super on top of the comic culture can't get the book. Yes, why people can't have nice things. I literally had 2 people today tell me I can't get this book. I looked for it elsewhere. I can't find it. And that's insane. We all knew this was going to be big. And if stores, if they didn't order a lot, because like I just don't chase that kind of thing. I ordered double, but whatever. But I ordered double. And it's the only reason I still have copies is that I made it 1 copy per person. Because people they get in their head. They're like, oh, well, it's hot. I should get a few copies because maybe I can. Even people aren't big collectors, but people who have that mentality that how are the new readers going to get into the thing? It's been driving me crazy. It's only going to get worse. I'm going to be out of this book probably by Sunday night at the latest. And I'm going to be hearing for weeks, I can't believe. And that's why we can't have nice things. And that's why I do not believe 2/3 of the hype about all the new people reading comics, buying single issues. Lots of new people reading comics, lots of new people buying comics. But the big sales are coming through collectors. And we won't get into it because I've got to go. But that is a huge reason why Batman Deadpool did not do as well as Deadpool Batman. Deadpool Batman was the first crossover, and it had 1 in 50 covers, 1 in 10 covers, 1 in 25. Like, it had tons of variants, and Batman Deadpool did not have tons of variants. Most of the variants were store exclusive variants, which means people bought up bundles from those stores, and that was it, and they were done. They didn't need to get others. And that is why the comic market is poised for yet another collapse while they're sitting there patting themselves in the back for how many people are buying single issues until probably Sunday, maybe tomorrow, if somehow magically I think of something that I need to say before it is. Yes, Joe, I think that in that sense, we are just starting to actually get into what was the downfall of the 90s again. And I'm not looking forward to it. Until we speak next, remember, damn it, babies, you gotta be kind.